interpreter. Please some of them that we did not witness, her story confirm it today that these things really happen.
So we are coming out bani. Kwawe ake ayesirele ko do mana mena amake anyena me yakuma kala jaga fo wuke ni tunyalele.
It also confirms some of the things even people who we know, our own friends, people we live together with, did to us.
So afana ba ma ye ka fo mo sinyo do ani mo sin de ke mana ko do kra la mola ko fa la jaga fo tunyalele ko fo mo sinyo do na ku kra mola.
So on behalf of the TRC we say thank you.
So ko TRC tolo ai nikeba.
Okay, now the commissioners here will answer question one by one.
So commissioner ko te yinga ka kingene aba yakumaro.
We'll start with Commissioner Umusila.
So akuta damala Commissioner Umusila lema.
Thank you very much for coming to the commission to share your experience with us here today.
So kwa nikeba ka fo naja ka fo ko mekin ya yenya fo jamanyana.
You said in your testimony that when you left from Liberia in 1990, you stayed in Guinea for 6 years. And then you also mentioned that when you came back, you cleaned the town, and then your brothers or your cousin Lorma met you there. Is this the same town where this problem started? If so, what's the name of the town again?
So, ko anamenya na we 1990 mota Lofa giaro kana e kana la efeso ka sorada akajalo mosinyo to maru fa kana ka motanje anyinga yemene butu ko mikeni ni akene sowela andu akene sowela so todi
kane sowela atole nikabozu amanya totole nisibo akane sowela somela danimo monema na molu akane sowela do so sowela zoni ge.
Yes, it happened in that same town, and it was the same town where I was born, and it happened in that same town, the town, the Lorma call it Nikebuzu, and the Mandingo call it Nisibo. So it happened in that same town where I talk about.
Now, you said that when these incidents happened, were there any war at the time? When the chief collected all the men, the Mandingo men, and then started to kill them, were there any other faction? Because you said the chief was James Lazari.
Okay, okay, ni watimino. Kusuko na jekele teje because nafra akakeru ya diala. Okay, ni watimino kukele teje. Jino kanikele teje kele gubumile teje usaro.
Pues ateteje. Kele foi ateteje. Akamola de kafomoye. Kamola de tefe ni manya de kamola de kafomoye. Mobe ki wuro kasi. Kele teteje mondo do boy so ma mobe teje.
So really that time there was no war in that area. The chief told us say there's a rumor of war. But at the time, there was no war in the particular place where we were, where the incident took place.
So besides the chief, there was no other county authority who she could carry the complaint to when the chief were harassing them? The superintendent, because there was a government.
So, what can you do? I tell you, I love ko masaka be tete je ka fo ita bako jali kela suguli ru teje wasa ko mati teje ba ko te ita bako ya dan wasa ro
des son temo ka pambe ete sene bola si abela ka fo ni la sini ete bola ko modenge ka baka amo si sini sia abe sini ai sene ro ete ka taje no ko ete o balanda.
There was no means of going anywhere. The chief ordered all the people in his control area that no Mandingo of that town should go anywhere. So if you leave the town, you go to the next town, they will still tell you back. They will arrest you and beat you and turn you back. So there's no means of leaving the town to go anywhere or to go complain.
And then she also said that the chief that was there then is the same chief that is still ruling the town, or have he been changed to another person?
So we never masake me tell you what you alibi I tell masaya bene ba ma funny. He still remain the general thank of that area. Up to now, he still remain the general thank of that area.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Witness, we are very sorry for what has happened to you and to your people.
So when he said in trouble,
when you were explaining to us, you told us that one Sony Kuweji, I don't know what is the pronunciation, was the person who started all the trouble. You call somebody name who started all the trouble when he called you people after the Lorma people returned the next morning to talk about what supplies you people have received. Is that man stay alive and live in the same area?
We never go so more go soon. Ko aina ko melbe damnara mo se ko ni kabo lagine kana kwale kala de ke awe na supply ke itala. Okay, and I can tene so no wo ani ya obene fa ye so wa bene
ai ja Sony jama adinga pe no wa so
is the Sony is alive, but he's in Moravia here. He can really locate his way about in here, bro. He lives in Moravia here for now.
You also said that there was time that when it was time for you people to fast the month of Ramadan, you went and informed the chief, but instead of giving you helping hand, or tried to give you the freedom to exercise your religion, they looted the mosque, took the prayer mats, and a damaged portion of the mosque. Can you tell us what is the extent of the damage of the mosque and what is the status of the mosque now?
We are more boss Roma, who small dollar, a kata se masake mata for the Sunduna. Make a butu, I my friend Sundo, Amaoke, so Akada Tunike, Aka Missy Tina, Cafelotaje, Missy Fanotina. Okay, and I can tene Missy Mimakae, I brought me money. Tina, telling the Sydney Missila.
Ana fate jakani tani ay ka modo moto ya ka sunguna so mo fanu tetela ay tala se mai wa masunga robote ay to lo sunga we fa ay ta da to ni sunga we fa la ay ka ko kala lo mina ay wa ma ke la bi we ka mo beta bona ay ta menga ya pe me wo ko bon ya lo menga butu kina ze ka ba esiya butu masaya la sunga wo bon e wo kalula mo ke sia ka sunde ma ko ya we ada to mo fa no we mo de menga jaso mo ya ka sundo na ai mo ha ke ma de ke ka java dia ma ai no ni ke mo sunde da na ai wo ko da to ni mo ta do na wo ke ni ai ka je ma mi si ko ka mo ko te ge ai ta fa ye be ga ave sani ai kai ma ka wo te ge wo ka tu sa ku na e bo awa ai no ni awe anoni ga kusuma awe akawoke awe ai mimbali na nawa bende ai kadu mona kasede be duta anisi mesi fa do tinya aba kama tabu fila beta kata.
Oh, it's exactly or what happened, we have a custom in the town there before that in these there's two tribes living in the town with different culture. Each time when the first moon is starting, we usually go and tell them, say this is time for our fast moon. They will give us a chance until after the fast moon, they can close door. They can't come out until the fast moon. So for the same thing, we want to tell them about the fast moon. They accepted it. The first day of the fast, when we begin to pray our fast, they say the devil will come outside. So our father said, really, this is not the usual way. We can't go into it now until after we pray the fast. So they force their way out, they scatter everybody, they weigh the monster, all the mud from there, the drum we can beat to show that it's time to pray, they took all away, the roof of the house of the mosque, they damage it.
You also said that when the Minister of Defense went there, people who kill, tortures, and looted your properties and destroyed some were arrested and brought to Monrovia. Is that correct?
So, Quinafra, Tinyake Ninge, go defend Mr. Kata, Akamoro Mina, Kanai Maraja. Quinafra Tine?
Nafatin, Akamo, Nakanai Soso. Akananga Soso. I mean, for media again, I now put the candle like a so that's it. Would be back to Yahweh, feel much. The Banningoyamna Canale, I mean, tap over about. So near the Massacre Killa, I mean, you from Mobiam. Waka to see Nakamasaka Kili. I mean, walk with Kenny. So, Mam Lali, Odo when a fair ID, name Maninaga, and now Kakabeda with my Damian.
He did get taken into Monrovia Street. Who were in Zozo, he sent for them, they brought to Zozo. He said, well, the only thing I do about this, the same way you kill the Raffle is the same way I'm going to kill you people. But one of the commander out there, he would say he was, that would have failed to investigate the kind of cases. He didn't want to say, be very wise, we inform the president about it, so we would have get our own team. So right there, the mayor called the president, and the president told them to send a crew over here. So they brought the crew over here for investigation, and when the father come, there was nothing they could do about it.
Yes, we understand that. You said they were brought here in Monrovia.
I cannot imagine. Yes.
And you also came to Monrovia, but there was no investigation conducted.
So we did book on Monrovia, man. I'm a critic. I'm a critic.
Mokana Moria, Mona Makiko, Monute, Ajara Mon Maula, Papa Wilkin, Mona Ayalo.
So, okay, there's no investigation. We only run around from authority to authority to intervene or to no avail.
Which of the ministries that were responsible to investigate this matter, if you know?
Currently, for Momitica Kakmao 4, Office Minister Kakmao 4, and currently. I do not know anything about government. All I know when they said I've been here, I go to him and tell the person my problem. But I don't know the appropriate ministry that's going to investigate like this.
And those people who did the act, do you still find them around? Those who did the killing and the destructions of property, do you see them around?
So,
either here in Monrovia or in Lofa, in Nugubuzi, wherever the case is.
So, Alibi, Yayina, or Akamaraja, Akalafansu, Akanisibori, Yayina Benin, Alibi Yayala. Up to now, I can still see them, and some of us still live for boy the same town.
I don't know.
They are not even in Harlem.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, man, witness. And I want to join my colleagues to say no mind for all the killings and the burning of your properties, looting and everything. From the beginning you said that you and the Lormas have always lived together in peace. same village. My question is, what initiated, since there was no war at this particular time, what made the people to turn completely against you to the point where they were able to do those kind of bad things to you? What happened? What initiated the whole thing?
So we never killing any tomorrow station here or I take over Kanyonga. Okay, come make any mutiny. I don't know. Kafa ukusuke mide gusi minate mide kunya luna ukusuke kafa yake tami yaro
ne go kono fi ne wele ma wo mri yaro kata ko ni butu ay ka gina si wate be aka ne tetu ko ni lonari mo la de ni ti ro to ko ni lonari uku ma ti ro kude aka to abutu da tu ni go uru kabla me kana te sonu e onu ade ni room ay ta ma ya ko fi te ba wo sura ele mo ta ko mema te ba wo sura ka kai ya to le ka te wa ka da tu ni ka o wu te ma ya ana o ka le me ti ko le o ka le ti na tu na bu to e ko kana ko ma de ni ru ko ma de no fo do ni te ro u le so na si ya ma kana u fo ti ni ta la ata ana te ai ma ka u wa I mo na so ko no mo ta de fangwe ni ka tu ni ta bo ma mo ka jai.
See, what all she understands from there is that it all started about that closed door business. Well, she very remember. After Mr. Ginazi was director as a chief, every day he continued to say that in fact the Mandingo do not respect their culture. So that first more time, when they were about to break fast, when the Lorma decided to close door and the people resisted that until finish breaking our fast before going door. So to our understanding, it's just everything began from there. Because since that's happening now, every day Mr. Ginazi was there, the people say in fact the Mandingo people not respecting their culture, they're not respecting them. In fact, they killing them, so our girl, they not care respect, you know, all kind of things. Everything starts from that close of business.
Did any of the young men from or women from the town who were Mandingo join Ulimo? Do they participate in the fighting Ulimo side that you know of?
So, manya di lori jere ana seka Ulimo ye ka for e karo mu.
Leti pe ko yi pe. A di no mo ka do ka le mi pe. A su ma. Be ka ko ni te si mo na se na ko mo ya no ka te. Abesite.
See, 1990 when Guinea, some of our boys came back to join Urubo. But after the disarmament and Taylor were elected, we were all living in the town, making fun until the incident took place. But yes, so some of them joined them. Joined Urubo at the time 1990.
Was the chief the main person who gave order for all the Mandingo men, including your husband and young men, to be arrested and killed? Was he the one who gave the command, the final command?
So, Masake wena ora dida kapoko amorfa mumrufani kaifa Masake wena ora bedira?
Giraze na wada dia.
She say yes. Is that same chief who gave the order to carry on that killing?
Thank you.
Okay.
Madam Witness, again, as with my colleagues, I want to say thank you for sharing your story with us. For we have learned many things through your story that when you make palaver with your friend, it better you'll find a way to talk about it than to go get stick or gun to come hit each other. Because in the end, plenty people will suffer for nothing. So I just have one or two questions I want to ask you after you translate.
Okay. So ko anike ba ka fo ala mere gisabu ya ka fo na ikuma mama fo monya ko wa gira ka fo ko ba mo ko ka mola asi ya fa bante we nyeni ka fo ya kipi ko no asi nyama tu mero. So kwa fa manyanga nyanga flalema.
You mentioned that you heard that war was coming in the early time. Can you please help me to understand how you heard this? Was it just rumor or some kind of announcement, or the chief told you, or how? How do you hear the information?
Kele mangame na fa ko kwa ka kele mangame. Akame disuke, akame adiola ba akame masake ka dan ka faye o aka kele mangame di bu ko ko na twe.
Awe mowe tuja. Mowe ame ko kele ko lao. Awe mowe ko subeke. Aya ko kwa ya de ni ukero. Ado. Aule kele minoni. So akaka koko sile abene fi ani kaka so afa e me kanyo ali kamola de kapa.
It's the chief who gather all and give all the information that he have received information that war is coming from Kolahon and the Mandingo people are bringing a war. So he continued to warn the Mandingo people that if that war should come and the Mandingo people involved there, the Mandingo people say that in his control area will bear the consequence. It's the chief who gave the information.
Thank you. And you also said, maybe I didn't hear you right, you said after the first war, then later on in 1999, that the same chief was saying that Alhaji Kromah was bringing war to Liberia again. So was that correct, or maybe I didn't hear you? I know he was part of the Limbo, the first part, from 1990 to 1997. But then that second part, now when the government were in power, where the Lord was coming, did the people think again that Alhaji Kromah was bringing that war too with the Lord people?
So, kokelo do to being able to ulimu na nara katimi. Me 1999 krem na kabitu kela bam na kani. Lot na kremine. So kumo masake ani amo mi atara ko Alhaji Kromah to kele tu. Ata ko amo ko Alhaji Kromah to kele tu.
Akata fo ka wa ya menya alu menya wa na to kele. Abe menya wa na to kele. Aba do na kele alu kata benefit so.
He not really used to measure a particular person's name, but he used to say the Mandingo people are bringing a war again, and if it should happen, it's the Mandingo people that will pay the consequence. But he didn't really measure somebody's name particularly as to who was leading the war.
Okay. Also, you mentioned that you saw some people getting protection. What do you mean that they what do you call that? Spiritual protection against gunfire and all that kind of thing there, or just regular medicine? Who were the people getting it?
Lamitala. Ate lamikwe kaje matanga o lamiko kafo kese kan se ama. Okay, ando uku te mo sumi de te utala.
Mo sumi de atala. To mau te si ala te atala. Ate kabel flete, ate lamidi ya mo kana ka flete ke to da. Si abaka, so ni lo yegi. Kata poni amasia mo kana kai. Ai kamola lo. Kamodo magebe. Nge ha ya ka hango bla de ni bo la. Kabola mo ta. Mo kai to mu ma. La mi fa ni poni fa ni mi de abebla ni ai mo. Afiru kana to.
It was really the Lorma people that were doing that, because from one village, when we were traveling on the road, one who made a part of youth to that village, having on control cloth, giving one another gun proof. So when they met us, they stopped all, they asked all we were going, we were speaking to them. Then they handcuffed one of us, who appealed to them, and they left us and went. But it was really Lorma people who were doing that protection business. But it was a gun proof.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, please.
It was Lorma people. Lorma people.
The Lorma people.
Yes.
Okay. And you said the same Lorma people in the early days before war, they always had some understanding between you that when they brought the devil out, they would let you know, or when you had feasts, you would let them know, and there was good relationship, right?
So kunafa tomamelo ni ateka nyana boka atafa ye alba ka kususu ya fa ye so at the end okay. He said yes. Yes, good relationship before.
In the early days.
Yes.
And then from that 1990 to 1997, when the Yulimbo had already invaded, do you know how the Yulimbo people maybe treated the Loma people during that time? Did you hear anything about it? Because I know you went to Guinea for 6 years, but maybe during that time, the way they were treated by the Yulimbo made some kind of resentment inside of them. I don't know what she think. I just want to understand.
So, for 1990, I me yumuna na manga ekani yumuna kumuloka tomaula fanani kafo tumula ku panso na gesuro ilongo ko do mai
Don't know.
Sendo wale because we in Guinea.
She doesn't know. She didn't hear anything. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Also, nowadays, how much is this problem? Is it just limited to the one town or village, or is all over the Lofa area the problem between the Loma and the Mandingo, the relationship?
Kokomini mafrobane akeni ai sokenera nisibo kenera ba ko Lofa fambe ko ile tomane manya wote komini etami yaro sokene ba be akore
netami ya mina monta kuna mori kele akeni fambe ke mota akeni mosi nyomuli wena mota ba mo wena mota ba mo yote kele akeze ni mera ka kunika kele mele kose ka koso kele kono mume mo kile kawo mo denga ma ba ni kasi mo kile ali ko wena mota ba
she say for understanding the tribal sentiment is all over Lofa, but for her the people our own town was specialized because if the war used to come, if the people ambush the town and fire against the people in the town, kill people, whether they kill people, well that's war. But to say your friend that is sitting now with you in the town, he is not a soldier man before, just invade on you, kill you, really, that's a difference. But for her, the basic understanding between the two tribes is all over Lofa. But our one is more tense because of that reason.
Oh, okay. Thank you. She has, from her testimony, I noticed she saw the NPFL, the Yulimbo, and the Lurd. Can she tell us between the experience she had between all of them, whether all of them were treating the citizen the same kind of way, or just one particular group were treating the citizen bad more than the other one when they came to their town and left?
Ko jatiata seke balo Yulimbo le metimini neo ko aina komuka citizen la jamana kono lele hakira lele alokele ngina kafo ala fakasa mute mumna ko be ka wote boni seke ba sawa man labia chazira tamana ko volé Yulimbo ani leme ko mnani ate sezo mna nyamanga kafo ani mite ko jumakala o mite ko jukala ika wote roni bubu sawa wote
wona ne tana gina se wonta ka ka ngabuto wona ne tana gina se nuto ni ya gina ya to na ko be masumani mo na
where all the war met me in Guinea. Atinate war I went in Guinea. Yulimbo war I went in Guinea. Le war I escaped to Guinea. So I can't really give you any experience for how they handle the citizen because I was not there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Still.